YouTube, welcome back to Guitar Vocalist, the channel that's all about singing and playing guitar at the same time and performing live, sounding good while doing both. This video is going to be talking about a skill that I think is really important, and that is how to pluck individual notes while singing. So a lot of the time we have heard just the idea of just strum the chords and follow your hand like a pendulum like this, and then just sing along, and it's very easy to do it, right? But the problem with that is, what if you want to just pluck individual notes? And the issue is that people struggle there because they can't keep rhythm while plucking it, and they can't sing at the same time. And this is actually an issue for bassists really often, because they're often just plucking notes. So I have a few tips and tricks for that. This is really hard because it gets into the concept of polyrhythms. Drummers really are interested in this. It's basically having one limb doing one rhythm and the other limb doing another rhythm. And it's like that with singing and playing also. It's really easy to play a song where the rhythm goes along with your voice. So a classic good example for this, I think, is let's take Alice in Chains, Down in the Hole. So if you want to do it, it's like this. That one's actually quite easy to sing and play because the guitar plays what the voice does. Down in a hole and I don't know if I can be saved. It's quite easy because the trigger is happening. Down in a hole and I don't know if I can be saved. Right? It's plucking at the same time, so it's not a polyrhythm. But what if I take another Alice in Chains song like Man in the Box? I'm the man in the box. So that part is much harder because you have to pluck the chord at a slightly different time than you would sing it. So it's a great starter song to practice this. The trick is to break the song down into equally sized parts and take it phrase by phrase, and then sing and pluck the guitar exactly on time with your singing. Imagine that your singing is sectioned into equal portions. So like this. I'm the man in the box. If I had a metronome, I'd be going along with I'm the man in the box. Something like that, right? So if I want to plug in the notes there, I just have to be constant with my voice and just pluck at the right moment. And before I try and demonstrate this, it's important that you take your more complex rhythm and then you take the simple plucks under it, right? So this can go the other way. You can play a complicated guitar part and then you can try and inject singing into it, or you can play a complicated voice part and try and inject guitar into it. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm singing it and then I'm just going to inject the notes at the right moment. I'm going to literally map it out, maybe use my fingers to count each measure. Whatever, you'll see me doing it in real time, practicing the song and learning it. So first I'm gonna just sing the part and keep trying to make it work with guitar. So I'm the man in the box. Easy right now because I don't have to sing, right? Buried in my ship. Notice how there I left out some strokes, but I put some in because it's easier for me that way. And then there's this part right here where it's just very even, so the rhythm isn't a polyrhythm. So, oh, whoa, you come and save me. Save me. Let's try this again, just by taking the first line. I'm the man in the box. Just taking some stuff out. Let's take even more stuff out just to test it. I'm the man in the box. I'm just injecting it in, right? Let's try and get a bit more complex, maybe with some more strokes than necessary, like this. I'm the man in the box. Buried in my ship. So, getting a little bit better there, okay? Adding some strokes where I don't need it. Do you see how I'm just injecting the notes again? I know I keep beating a dead horse and repeating this, but I'm just trying to be as constant as I can with my voice. I'm not trying to even sing it really well. I'm kind of under supporting and stuff. You can hear it. But I'm just trying to inject it so I can play the song, finish the song. I'm the man in the box. Buried in my shit. Won't you come and save me? It's getting better. Now you can hear I'm basically pretty much doing it. Now the thing is, you can always fall back on a rhythm. So let's say you're struggling with it. If you employ this approach right now, you can always just play one of the notes. So if you're struggling in a band with a drummer, you could be like, I'm the man in the box. And it won't mess up your band. It won't mess up your performance too much necessarily, even, as long as you intentionally do it. So only go as far as you're comfortable with. And the other thing is, if it helps you keep time, you might just do even more strokes like this. I'm the man in the box. So that's also something you can do to make this better. The idea is, again, just sing your line and then inject notes where they need to be. And to do this right, you should have a metronome, and you should do it robotically to a clicker, or as close to robotically as you can, so that you're on time, and that'll also really help you play with a band. So that's it for this video, and I hope this was a helpful little tip. Let me know in the comments below if this is still something you struggle with. As you can see, I'm learning on the spot too. The stuff I just did wasn't fully practiced, but again, this is how we do it. We just start little by little and then we build up. So thank you guys. Like and subscribe if you like it and all that good stuff. Leave a comment below, and until next time.